Welcome to my first ever speed build. Today we're going to be making a fairy house for the good sprites of our new Moonlight Falls. I'm not much of a build type swimmer myself. I'm more cast. Well, I'm not very good at cast either, but I do like messing around with facial structures. But when it comes to the styling, I'm not that good. Anyways, it's been a real long while since I made any kind of house on The Sims, and you can probably tell on screen that I struggled. My idea was something between a tree house, a castle, and a cottage. I knew I wanted floaty towers at different heights, all connected to each other off a main communal building, and then lots of foliage. I don't know how many times I built and destroyed walls. At one point I got fed up, I turned off my screen capture, and I didn't turn it back on until I actually figured out what I was doing. To do that, I had to draw the outline of the towers and how they would connect on the ground with tiny fence. You can see me getting rid of it. And then I made the towers and I removed the unwanted levels below. And it was very fiddly and the camera did not help. I wish if you go up a level that the camera would fix to that plane, if you know what I mean, because the amount of times I tried to zoom out to see what I was doing, only to have my viewpoint plummet to the ground. Ugh. Moving on to the decorating. The external towers are the bedrooms for my fairies. This is the boys' tower. I'm making Buggy's room. His designated colour is green, he loves the outdoors and he's a perfectionist, so I went with what I hope is a refined woodland themed room. I gave him an indoor planter, but I actually don't remember how gardening works in this game. It's been a few years. Now downstairs, this is Noman's room. His room is a little out there, I guess. Noman's colour is purple and he has the childish trait, so I just kind of threw taste right out the window in his room. I gave him a train set, as that says man-child to me. I say that as a professional woman-child myself. Plus, I think fairies can ride it, if I'm not mistaken. I also gave him some monster bears, because he's cute. I wanted to give him a small pet to look after, as he's an animal lover. I put in a bird first, but then later I actually swap it out for a lizard, because I give the bird to Marigold. Okay, one tower complete, and we are on to the next. This is Rose and Marigold's tower. I thought Rose, being a pink and floral loving girl, that her room would be the easiest, but I got scuppered by the door placement of the tower exit. She ended up having the smallest room and the most awkward shape. It ended up looking a bit like a child's room. I didn't know how to utilise the space at all, but at least she got some fishies to keep her company, and she has the angular trait, by the way. And downstairs is Marigold's room. I love this room, I think it's really fun. I love orange and turquoise together, and I think the tile patterns are super cool. The bed and wardrobe are from World Adventures, and I don't think I've ever used them before, but I think they go surprisingly well in this room. I do actually put more stuff in her room off camera. She has her own bar and a stereo because she's a party animal, and I also gave her Noman's bird, like I said. I have a really bad habit of pausing and then forgetting to turn my screen capture back on, so that's why there's a lot of jumps in this speed build. Okay, the last external tower belongs to Aqua. She has both floors to herself currently, which I think suits her. She isn't a loner, but she is brooding and artistic, which sounds like someone who needs their own space. Her designated colour is blue, and I get the sense that she's quite a minimal, elegant sim. Partly because she's a technophobe, so I can't exactly just put TVs in her room, or stereos or whatever. Downstairs is her art room, but I will show that later. We are onto the last of the towers. This is the communal tower. The bottom floor is the eating cum dining area, and it's for the fairies to come together for their meals and just, relax in a refined way. There's plenty of space, but the diagonals kept causing me issues. I don't know if it's just me being a noggin, or more likely the game implemented diagonals without actually spending time to make them properly usable. You like my barrels? I like my barrels. Barrels are cute. I like to think that they might use it to make their own nectar. This seems like a fairy thing to do. I'm pretty sure nectar making came with World Adventures, but I've actually never tried it before. Maybe I'll look into that in this Let's Play. Okay, upstairs is the living room area. I wanted a very comfy, hodgepodge hangout space with a little reading nook. It's a bit of a bohemian vibe, I hope, with lots of pillows and textiles, and I even put a jelly bean plant by the door. Always nice to add an element of potential death into your Sims homes, especially the living room, for what is life without death? Ooh, philosophical Sims build. Okay, going back to Aqua's tower, I ain't got much to say here. It's a very utilitarian art studio, you know? White walls, hard flooring, bada bing, bada boom. I will say that I spent a good minute looking for those clay pots. Okay, now we're onto the home stretch. I'm just doing a bit of the old terrain paint and adding a nice pond and a bench, and it's montage time. I don't know how proper Sims channels make their montages look so good. I did try. And if you made it this far, then thank you, Tolerant Soul. Please leave a comment if you have any suggestions on how to improve my builds, my voiceovers, etc. This is my first time, like I said, so leave those comments and subscribe if you want to see future vids of me remaking Moonlight Falls. Tack tack!